Hello, this is John Harvey, and today we're going to talk about creating GPTs. As you see here on the left, I've already created a number of these, and they're a lot of fun. So the first thing to do is to click on Explore, and then at the top of the page, you'll see Create a GPT. It also says it's in beta, so that means that one never knows exactly what's going to happen next, but I would suggest getting into this because it has a lot of potential. So we click on Create GPT and we get to the GPT Builder, and there's two tabs up here, Create and Configure, and I'll go through Configure in a minute or two. So GPT is basically telling you that it wants you to prompt it with something like make a creative who helps generate visuals for new products, or make a software engineer who helps format my code. So what would you like to make? And so to save time, I have created a description. You are an art master, you know about all schools of art, you know about art styles and composition, you know about the backstories of each artist, etc., etc., etc. And so we'll go ahead and push on send message. And it does take a minute or two, but it's not too bad. And what we've put up here is really the start. It doesn't need to be exact, because one of the beauties of these GPTs is that one can continue to add information or subtract information and change the way that the GPT responds. And so basically, what we're waiting for is the next prompt, which is also going to be very self-explanatory. And so this is, extremely easy to do. So it's setting up my art master GPT, who has a knowledge of various styles, and it's summarizing what it's going to be. And so now it comes up with a name, and one is always free to create one's own name, but I found it to be interesting. So we'll say that works. Artistic Insight is going to be the name. So, and now it's going to generate a profile picture, and it tends to do kind of a fun job of that. And these are all things that can be changed under the configure tag, and we'll take a look at that in a little bit. But, there's really no end to the number of topics that one can come up with in terms of building these GPTs. And one might ask, well, why should one build one of these? And let's say no, this is pretty good. Really like the palette. And the main reason right now is that OpenAI has implied that it's going to allow people to monetize these GPTs through a GPT store, which is still yet to come. And so I think people that get on, the bandwagon, so to speak, right now and develop interesting GPTs that people will want to use will be ahead of the curve. If that happens, of course, we're not sure, but I think by the response this has gotten, there are, gosh, probably millions, billions of GPTs being crafted by people out there because they see the potential of this. And one is also able to access these GPTs that one creates using an API. So that gives one a lot more power. And so here it's asking us additional questions. Would you like to test AI insights in the playground right now? And so the playground is this pane here on the right. And so art master skilled in various art styles, history, and image creation, offering concise explanations. Well, that's not really a great, subheading, but that's where the configure tab is good. And for whatever reason, lately it has not kept the name of the GPT in there, and I've had to go in and change it. So as you see, you can change it to pretty much anything. I don't know. I mean, obviously at some point they should stop people from using the same name for things. And so here's a, let's just let's put art master skilled in various art styles, and here's the instructions that I gave it, and these can be changed at any times. These conversation starters equate to these buttons at the bottom of the screen, and you can add, change, remove, whatever. You can add additional files to give it more knowledge, and you're also giving it web browsing, DALL-E, image creation capabilities, and whether this is needed or not, code interpreter, perhaps not, and from a security point of view, perhaps not too, but I'm going to leave it on for right now until I understand the system better. And then add actions gives one, or gives an API access to basically what we've just created. So let's check it out. Show me an example of serialism, and let's see what it does. So Art Master. So the thing I found is that either it's going to give me a description or it's going to create an image. And in this case, it's going to create an image, which is cool. So we'll see our first image being created with our new Art Master GPT. And, you know, I'm actually impressed with the quality of the images. And so, you know, one of the things that we could say here, talking about quality, while this, well, let it finish what it's doing before so we have an image there. And then I'm going to go back to the left here under GPT Builder, and I'm going to say all images should be high definition. So, you know, that's just added a parameter and changed things. And so this is pretty cool. You know, we have this image here, very much in the serialism style of things. So that is Art Master. So the next thing that one needs to do is you need to save your GPT. And so you go up to, on the right-hand corner here, Save. And it's going to give you choices, publish to only me, so only you can see it, only people with the link if you wanted to make it private, or it was a work project or something like that. And then public, so everybody can see it. And exactly how they see it is you know, still yet to be determined, other than, of course, sending the link. But, you know, we shall see. It's early days yet. And then, obviously, you know, click on the confirm button, and here we have our newly released GPT, Art Master. Art Master, skilled in various styles, history, and HD image creation. So it didn't seem to change the description. I will have to go back and fix that, obviously, but again, that's the beauty of it. It's not something that you create and it's, oh, well, that's it. I need to start from scratch to rebuild it. You can actually create and enhance what you have by giving it additional information, telling it to do different things, and just experiment, have fun with it. It's really a trip, and you know, let's hope that there is a way to monetize it. So I hope this helped people, and I hope you all have a great day and a great weekend that's coming up. Thank you. Cheers.